What about reading of the Quran for ladies in the time of their periods? Reading and touching the Quran.
Well, reading the Quran from memory, no problem. He can read the Quran from her memory, no problem. Scholars have, there's no problem. The only problem that can she touch the Quran or not, that's the issue. Because the majority of the scholars, they are saying a woman cannot touch the Quran when she is in her period. Of course, they are referring to some ahadith. This ahadith, from the perspective of authenticity, they are weak. They are weaker ahadith. But this is the opinion of the Jumhur, the majority of scholars, that a woman should not touch the Quran when she is in her menstrual cycle. And she can read it without touching it. Without touching the Quran, just like that, someone is opening for her, she can read it. And alhamdulillah, now we have another alternative. The Quran can be on the screen of the computer. The whole Quran in front of her on the screen, she can read. Because she can read the Quran on the screen, she is not touching the Quran, and this alhamdulillah solves the problem. Solves the problem. So the Muslim woman should not leave reading the Quran. If she doesn't have a computer, and she, like a teacher, she has to, teaching in school, and she has to, then it's better for her to wear gloves and things like that. Yeah, because there is no actually explicit, concrete evidence, but always, one should be always on the safe side. When it comes to these issues, fiqhi issues, controversial issues, one should always be on the safe side. Next question, yes.
Can I present a woman having periods CD which contains the Quran?
Of course. That she can put the DVD and watch it on the screen.
I'm asking you, can she touch it?
Yes, she can.
Then how can
that is not the Quran.
How can she touch the Quran?
That's not the Quran, the DVD, man. Listen. You see, you know how these are recording? These are totally different. It's not the Mus'haf. It's not the Mus'haf. It's not the Mus'haf. So touching the CD, she is not touching the Mus'haf. She is not touching. The Mus'haf is this one. This is the Mus'haf. Not the one in the DVD. That's why one of the ulama was asked. He said, Sheikh, I have the Quran on the mobile. And I go to the toilet, I have my mobile. So the Sheikh told him, no problem. If you go, there's no problem. But he said there is Quran inside it. He said, okay, have you memorized any of the Quran? He said, yes. He said, when you go to the toilet, keep the Quran outside. Understand? But the Mus'haf, when you have the Mus'haf, keep it outside. That's different.